Hey there, crypto traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. It's Wednesday, January 22nd. Hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to be discussing an SEC closed door meeting tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's set in stone as of the SEC website. We'll bring it up. We'll take a look at the XRP chart as well. We get an update on the technicals, and there's a couple other things I want to mention as well. The SEC's new task force to clarify crypto rules. Very, very bullish time in the market. But of course, we got mainstream media jumping to, the best conclusion of this closed door meeting. And that's, could we see a resolution in the Ripple case? And we've heard this time and time again. So I think, at this point, take it with a grain of salt, hope for the best. But, as of right now, I think it's very preliminary. These talks, this SEC closed door meeting, we have an interim acting commissioner chair as well. So the fact that we have Paul Atkins on the way in, and has to go through the regulatory gauntlet and all the red tape or whatever that goes through all of the bureaucracy or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, I think it's very preliminary at this point. So we just need to take a chill pill. I don't think there's going to be any resolution tomorrow. I'd gladly be wrong on that, but we'll see. I think it's very preliminary at this point. But we could see ETFs approved at any point. There's been futures approved and multiple ETF filings. So I think the ETF is a very, very near catalyst that could happen really anytime now. And then I think that's going to bring in tons of capital into XRP. And then I think, we're going to see something with the Ripple case at some point, maybe late February or early March. And I think that'll be kind of the blow off top moment. And then we'll see a Ripple IPO and tons of catalysts, potential no tax on XRP as well. But we'll get to all that and more. Before we do, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel, all that good stuff. You can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And I can't remember if I've already said it or not, but it's not financial advice in this video. This is for entertainment purposes only. Shout out to Steve in the Pow Group private community, Dim Sum Daily. Never heard of this website before, but the SEC's closed door meeting sparks speculation on Ripple lawsuit resolution. So of course, people are jumping to the absolute best case scenario, but I think we need to take it with a grain of salt. And like I said, hope for the best. Expect more of the same for now, I think, is basically how we should approach this. And then if anything happens beyond that, then gravy. But otherwise, I think we've been let down in the past. And again, I think as an SEC interim acting chair, I think he's going to want to defer this a little bit longer. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. So as you can see here on the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission meeting and events, scroll down, January 23rd, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, closed meeting, SEC meetings and other events. If we look at the subject matter and the closed meeting topics, it will consist of institution and settlement of injunctive actions, institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, resolution of litigation claims, and other matters relating to examinations and enforcement proceedings. So make of that what you will, but it's looking like this is very preliminary. I think a high-level conversation. And like I said, with the new SEC chair coming in, Paul Atkins, I think they're going to want to just wait on this a little bit longer. And they just launched a new task force in the SEC as well. So that's going to be under the Trump administration to clarify rules. The fact that they created this new task force to create the rules, I highly doubt they're going to do anything in this meeting tomorrow that would be concrete, right? Maybe they throw out the appeal or something. That's a possibility, but I still think they'll want to wait. And, maybe this is like a broader thing here with regards to the task force, but let me know your thoughts and opinions. I always love hearing from the community as well. I definitely don't know everything, and, we don't have a crystal ball, so we can't possibly, determine what's going to happen here. We can just look at all the scenarios and then try to get to the most likely result. But ultimately, I think, a lot of the charts and the indicators are all, you can see where we're heading from here, right? Like we have clear regulations coming soon. Just imagine what this industry is going to do just under clear rules of the road, right? And we actually have laws and companies have that clarity that they can operate. And Bank of America said the second we're able to, the second, the regulators give us clear rules, he said, we're going to jump, head first. So get ready. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Just get ready for the next couple of months because it's going to be fun. Circle CEO says Trump will issue multiple executive orders on crypto soon. There's been a lot of speculation around this. There's some people saying that, executive orders do diddly squat, but at the end of the day, I think this is great. It's going to light a fire, exactly the fire emoji under these people's, you know what, so that they finally get things done and, work with Congress as well. We need to get, maybe he'll come out with a repeal of SAB 121, or, there'll be some movement with FIT 21. Clear rules of the road. There's probably going to be stablecoin legislation, right, at some point as well over the next few months and this year. I would think at some point in 2025. So it's looking good. If we take a look at XRP here as well on the weekly time frame, we've broken out of this pennant and we confirmed the weekly bull flag. And again, I've mentioned on the channel multiple times now that 1171 is the target of this weekly bull flag. And it's saying we could potentially see $14 to $16. If you haven't seen that video, I go over all four major reasons why I think we're going to $14 to $16. Not because I think so, or Rod, thinks we're going there. It's because of the four major technical reasons why, and then all of the fundamental things that I've been mentioning in this video. And as the saying goes, the longer the base, the higher in space. We're almost 8 years in this bear market without a new all-time high. Last time XRP had an all-time high was in 2018, and we're going on 2026. So the greater the accumulation, usually the greater the expansion, and you can always go higher than we think. I think, $20 mid-20s is even possible this cycle, but do I think that's the most likely scenario? No. I think that's the best case high end, and then I think somewhere around $14 to $16 is the most likely scenario, makes the most sense, and then $8 to $12 on the low end. But I think we should easily blow through $8 like butter. And like I said, the blow off top is saying that we could potentially see it at some point using the Bitcoin boom and bust fractals and cycles from its inception overlaid with XRP's inception. The boom and bust are very similar. And it's saying at some point in March of this year, so just a couple months away, we could potentially see the blow off top for XRP, and it would more than likely coincide with a news release or a press release that the SEC lawsuit is over with Ripple and, multiple other things. There's ETFs, no tax on crypto, strategic reserve, so many things. Ripple IPO, partnerships, Bank of America, flip the switch moment, right? So all of these things aligning at the perfect time. I think we're easily going to hit that $12 to $14 this cycle. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. What's your price prediction on XRP this cycle? And are you gonna sell some? Are you gonna take some profit? Maybe your initial investment, let the rest ride for the next cycle. Or if you haven't seen my video as well, just type in XRP exit video. POW group should come up, or go to my channel and then search there. You can just do XRP exit, and that'll be the first video that comes up. I give you my sell, take profit, price levels, and everything with an example. So let me know what your plan is, and I go over my detailed plan in that video. Let me know if you agree with me. But everybody's going to be different. Everybody has a different average, a different buy-in. Everybody has a different capital allocation to the position as well. I went very ham. Right, I loaded the boat, and I have an average of 42. I think it was last time I checked 42 cents USD. So I'm in a completely different boat. I loaded the boat, around 20, 30 cents. I bought around $1.60 as well. But overall, my average is at around 40 cents. So, I can exit a lot sooner than most other people, right? If you only got $1,000 into this thing or $10,000, well, you might want to wait for the next cycle, or maybe take out a little bit at you're try to recoup your initial investment, and you take a little bit out closer to these blow off top levels. And, we'll just gauge it as it goes as well. Each day we get a new development on the chart, and we get more information that we can try to make, informed decisions on. And again, you don't want to react. You want to have a game plan, and you want to stick to it, right? So you should have your game plan now. But ultimately, if you're wondering when's a good time to sell, no one's going to be able to time the top, right? And the hard job is keeping the money that you make, because a lot of people just get ultra bullish at this stage of the cycle, right? When you're approaching mass euphoria and greed, there's just going to be all kinds of news. Media is going to be saying, XRP is going to $100, it's going to $1,000. Heck, why stop there? It's going to $10,000, right? And they're going to try to get you to turn into permabull and not sell any of your positions. I caution against that. I think you should really start to develop a plan now. Decide if you're going to wait till a certain price target or a certain amount of catalysts happen, and then understand your exit plan, right? And again, everybody's going to be different, but curious to hear what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section. We'll continue the conversation on that there. But let me know what you think of all this other news as well in the SEC. Personally, I think it's going to be just more of the same tomorrow. Preliminary talks. We won't get any kind of case resolution, and I think it'll be more of the new incoming chair, Paul Atkins, that will move that needle. And like I said, I think we should see ETFs first, and then a case resolution, and then a Ripple IPO. It'd be the ultimate trifecta. And if we get a strategic reserve and, no tax on XRP in the US, well, then that's just icing on the cake at that point. All right. Have a great rest of your night. It's Rod with Power Group. And thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth. We'll catch you on the next video.